Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
It says we're live. It says we're live. Okay. I'm waiting for it to pop up on the old YouTuber here while we're waiting. There it is. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
We are live officially now. It's frightening. And as we wait for more people to show up to watch, which is more than us, look what we got here, everybody. It's Big Canvas, brand new year, January 2nd, 2021. And we've got Eric Green. We got Tracie Mauk. Now we've added Heather Jones and Lindsey Theis. We are all over the place and we're ready to have a good time.
All your favorites are here.
This is awesome. This is the Fabulous Five. This is it. This is the crew that started the brew.
The brew?
The improv brew.
Yes, we're coming out with a liquor later that it'll be amazing.
No problem.
First Michael Cranston and then another dude.
It's an improv beer though, so it's made up and you have to guess the alcohol content. We'll take a suggestion.
Perfect. I love it.
It comes in the form of apple juice. You add the rest.
Everything.
You add whatever you want. It's
So-
deliciously goodness.
For New Year's,
I'm assuming that the people that are watching right now are all of us watching each other.
I was going to say, I opened up the link. Yeah. Is there a way to see? I haven't really perused the YouTube streaming before. Is there a way to see how many people are watching?
There are, though sometimes that number can be depressing, so I try not to look at that too often.
Yay! That happened.
Eric, that's not the attitude to have. We're all happy to be here.
Frightening realism, that's my brand.
Well, if you're joining us live on YouTube, say hi in the chat so we know that you're here. If and that way we know you're here and it's not just the three of us watching this.
I'm not afraid to give us our own suggestions.
Excellent. That's good. That is good. We went up by one more, so now we've probably got. Now all we have to do is get probably Eric online, and then we're good.
I am very much online. I am here.
Are you?
Talk.
It's probably Jones that isn't online yet.
Yeah.
I commented in the chat. Did it show up?
It did. I saw it.
It said hi, Lindsey.
Technology.
So
You also then know who's pumping our suggestions if you're not.
Oh, now the numbers are skyrocketing. They're moving up. Well, as we're waiting for people to join us and sign in and say hello to us, you've seen Eric and Tracie and I on previous ones, but we're adding in Heather and Lindsey, and so we'll go to Heather first. Heather, what have you been doing other than not shaving for the last 6 months?
This is why we don't let Doug do our interviews normally.
Right.
The dog. Dogs.
That's what we were hoping for.
The
Excellent.
dog's like 6 months. She hasn't shaved for 8.
He likes to call bullcrap on me. Aww. And I keep thinking I have to remember not to cuss. This will be the first time in 6 months that I've gone the longest without cursing in my own home. So
Wow.
everybody's looking forward to this show in my house.
I love it.
I've been doing
Eric,
that.
you can always go
So
back and edit
you-
the cuss words out after the fact, can't you?
All the time. Yeah, no. That's why.
Friendly show, but only on replay.
We don't
Yeah.
have a dump button. No, sorry.
To be fair, it's usually my swearing, so I can't be that mad about it.
So, Lindsey, how's Colorado and the new state that you're going to be in?
Oh my gosh. This is like, I'm just so smitten because it's so awesome to see all of you. Colorado's good. Everyone's moving here. It's crazy. But I'm going to be a Coloradan. I counted out. I'm going to be in Denver for like 18 more days. And
Wow.
yeah. So I'm like, where do I begin? Big life updates. I got engaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tricked some man into marrying me, or at least saying that he would.
Got a trophy husband.
But he had an awesome job opportunity in the San Francisco Bay Area. So we are moving out there I wish it was January 21st.
Nice.
So yeah. I've packed 2 tote boxes so far, and that's it. So yeah.
Just 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She's not traveling light, Doug. She just started. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
I got some work to do. We got some work cut out for us. But yeah, no, it'll be exciting. So if anyone has any food recommendations, like share them in the chat or something, In addition
Yes.
to improv, I might as well get some like San Francisco, Oakland food recs while we're at it.
There is
And
somebody
no
told
one
time-
say rice-a-roni, whatever
Right.
you say.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Think
It's
of a
the
joke
San
and how
Francisco
dare you.
treat.
Is there still a hotel that does tea, a proper afternoon tea? There's supposed to be a famous tea time.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to look for that. I know the big thing that I'm really excited for is being really close to I guess the biggest Chinatown neighborhood outside of the actual country of China, which is Chinatown in the San Francisco area, and then in Oakland, the oldest fortune cookie factory is there.
Ooh.
So yeah, so it should be fun when all that stuff opens up again.
I want to see a newsy story about you going and finding out how they write all these fortunes inside the fortune cookie.
Oh my gosh!
I know you're doing the health stuff, but it would be fun to have you, the health concerns of fortune cookies. How's that?
I wish I
will be a trend soon. So just wait.
could. Oh man, it's been so. As I'm sure, well, I know as you all know, I'm a health reporter for a national news organization called Newsy, which is what took me to Denver, away from Omaha, and I still miss it so much. But I think this year I have done 4 stories that were not related to the coronavirus, and everything else has been coronavirus related. So if you're ever doing like online bar trivia and you need to phone a friend about anything COVID, you could either call Dr. Anthony Fauci or you could call me.
Sweet. Excellent. I like it. Well, let's get started. We've got a few other people other than the 5 of us that are online. So I think we should be able to do this. I know we've got Joe online, Joe Harris, so that, nobody else has said hi to us, but we at least know Joe's on. So let's start off with our first game, which is first line, last line. And then can we get to start a movie quote that's maybe 5 or 6 words or less? A movie quote that's 5 or 6 words or less. And for this game of first line, last line, what we're going to do is start with that sentence that is 5 or 6 words or less that you give us. And then we're going to start a scene with it. We're going to yell freeze. We're going to change the scene and start the last line of dialogue from that scene with the new scene using that last line of dialogue. And we're just going to continue to do that until we go back to the original line of dialogue that we start with, that you're going to give us a movie quote that is 5 or 6 lines or 5 or 6 words. There we go. Man, that was a lot of explaining. I haven't done that in a while, but it's going to go basically around in a circle until we get back to the beginning. So I see Bug. I think that's Emily.
Yeah.
Emily. Yeah. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily. Oh, Emily had a baby this year.
Yes.
Hey, congrats.
Precious little
and we
baby.
get monthly updates with pictures of the baby. It's awesome.
I'm gonna be like this like crazy Aunt Kathy who hasn't seen her family in forever with like every single person like, Joe, I don't know you, Joe, but I'm giving you a hug. Oh, I'm so excited to see everyone.
Excellent.
And
Hi. So we're going to go with, she had a suggestion of you are a toy. You are a toy. I assume that's from Toy Story, but I don't know. Maybe it's not, but I'm assuming. Tracie, is it from Toy
Actually,
Story?
it's from The Irishman.
you are a toy.
Excellent. So we're going to 2 people are going to jump in to start this thing, and the rest of us will jump out. And when we feel that we need to switch it or hear some words that we need to switch, we'll say that. We'll say freeze, give the last line of dialogue, and then hopefully start with "you are a toy" and end with "you are a toy." So here we go.
You are a toy.
I know that you mentioned I do need to work on that in our last session.
Yes.
I'm just having a hard time literally recharging my batteries.
Okay. Part of your toyness, as we coined it in the last session, was the fact that you bring happiness to so many other people.
Right.
And so what I'm understanding now is that happiness isn't refilling you.
Correct. And last week, Lillian tore my arm off and all my stuffing came out.
Mm.
So I spent a number of days in the hospital for that. Still getting abused quite a bit for something that should bring so much joy. You know, I'm still feeling that I'm just not being appreciated. I'm literally getting kicked around. I'm not even using the word literally incorrectly here. I'm saying that these things are actually physically happening to me. It sounds like hyperbole, but no. I mean, look, what should be there is a leg, and it's not there.
Correct. By the way, excellent job on the stitches.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pause. Freeze. By the way, excellent job on the stitches.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I have been practicing my cross stitch for about 23 years now. And recently went into emojis. It's a popular outlet, and my Etsy store is going nuts. I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh, well, you should be. I mean, you're doing a heck of a lot better than my my pet rock store.
Your pet rock?
Yes. I've been selling pet rocks on Etsy.
Really? How much are we talking? How much are you clearing on that? That seems like
Oh, well,
not a lot of effort to make any money. I'm just concerned.
excuse me. I mean, we were having such a lovely conversation about your cross stitching, and you're here to sling mud at my pet rocks.
I think you were trying to one up my Etsy game with the financial success of your pet rocks. And I'm now just curious as to how much time and effort you put into doing your rocks.
Look, I was very excited when I found a way to make them pee.
Freeze, Heather. Bye. I was very excited when I found a way to make them pee.
And I appreciate that. Here in the hospital ward where we treat people with urinary tract infections.
It is such a hard thing to do. Do you know the work that goes into one catheter? One.
It's the Lord's work you're doing, really. You're bringing smiles to the faces of the bladders in this hall.
Well, as a devout Catholic, it's like the good Pope John Paul always said, peace and peace be with you. I live by those words.
Freeze. Tracie, bye. I live by those words.
I don't think you can say all those words on the radio, though, man. They're gonna bleep you out.
There's only 7. It's not a big deal.
But it's like it's the F one, and then the whole. As your manager, I want to make sure you're really thinking this through.
Oh, I don't think. I just blurt them out.
Oh, I mean, this could be really big for us. This could be one of those moments where, you know, it changes the culture and the language of our fiber of our being, or you could get fined a lot of money from the FCC, man, and then I wouldn't have a job.
It's only money, you know. It's just 1 or 2, maybe 5 F words an hour.
5
Please. Doug. Lindsay, listen, it's just 5 or 10 F words an hour.
That is, do you know, I have been married for 5 years and 5 F words an hour? I am no spring cow here, okay?
Hey, listen, you don't even have to turn on the video. It's just called Cam Chat, and they just want to hear some dirty words. It's 5, 10 max. The rest of the words you can make up. It doesn't matter you can say rainbow puppy F word. That's all you have to say. They just want to hear the actual words come out of you. 5, 10, that's it. I did the math, Lindsay. You'd be making this much money after just 1 month.
All I see is a blank.
That's $1 million. That's $1 million. That's $1 million. That's not yen or pounds. That's $1 million. 5, 10 F words a month.
Stop.
20.
Please. Heather? Bye.
Oh.
That's $1 million. That's $1 million, not yen, not pound. It's a little thing. It's just 5 F words. Come on.
Don't like to say the word Frankenfurter, okay?
Well,
it's just really 1 F, but it sounds like 2.
look, I understand you have an aversion to German capitals, all right? So you hate saying Frankfurt and you hate calling people from Frankfurt Frankfurters, all right?
Absolutely. I just think of little hot dog people. It's traumatizing.
Technically, those folks are from Vienna. It's not quite the same. Okay? I just need you to enunciate the city properly.
I just don't relish having to do this, okay?
Oh, catch up with me.
Freeze. Lindsay. I don't relish having to do this.
Oh, catch up with me.
This is a dirty business we're in. And I just think that being a Subway sandwich artisan is it's getting to be too much.
You're a deli counter worker. Is that what you want me to call you? A deli counter worker?
I want you to call me Elizabeth. It is my name.
Elizabeth, the deli counter worker.
Freeze! Eric. Bye. Elizabeth, the deli counter worker.
'Tis I.
I never thought that you would step down as the queen, as the monarch for, sourdough and marble rye.
Well, I decided that the monarchies, it's run its course, don't you think? My true passion is in providing low-cost, healthy sandwiches to the masses.
You have always been a carb loader, you have, your majesty. Can I still call you that?
Yes, because I am the sandwich queen, as it says above my shop.
Oh, there it does.
Not to be confused with our competitors, Earl of Sandwich.
Oh, no. Never to be confused with those dirty buggers.
Oh, yes.
But
cheeky. Oh, that was one of our competitors right there. They were trying to get in.
Stop! I walked in the shop and they disappeared just like that.
Stop, Lindsay. They disappeared just like that.
Uncanny. I think we've been struck by ninjas.
I don't know. But the forest has all of a sudden turned a shade of amber I've never seen before.
Oh, that's interesting. Amber is the color of my energy.
I see it in you. With a dust of lavender behind it. Oh, that's actual lavender. Never mind.
Yes.
I don't remember the last time it was this dark crimson in the sky. Over the lush green of the glen, with the dew hitting it just right.
It's an ill omen indeed.
Tracie, bye. With the dew hitting it just right. An ill omen indeed.
Dude, listen, I don't know what I cracked when I woke up today, but I cleared out like 3 chakras and it was not what I thought it would be. I actually what were we talking about? Purple, man, purple.
Hey,
Purple.
hey,
Prince.
hey.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
you.
I'm not playing. I love you.
Dude, I love you. I'm loving you so hard right now. I'm loving you. I'm loving you so hard.
Do you ever wonder, like, in the movie Toy Story,
Yeah.
when Andy leaves the room,
Yeah.
they all come to life.
Right. Quantal entanglement. Quantal entanglement.
Quantal entanglement.
Quantum entanglement.
Entangled
out.
quantums.
It's quantal. It's quantal. You take, dude, listen, they found the stuffed koala.
You are so smart.
I'm not even kidding. 1982, they discovered the stuffed koala. It was put next to the Raiders of the Lost Art Box, whatever. They hid it, right, inside the government building. It got sold at auction. The guy discovered it, happened to be a toy maker. He figured out a way to duplicate this thing, this magic koala man. Freaking toys come to life now. Quantal entanglement. I'm not even, it's a scientific thing. Look it up.
I think it's time that I need to make a confession to you.
Mm-hmm.
In this moment of clarity and truth and quantal entanglement.
And then we're doing it. I feel you.
That man was my father. And his
name. Get it out!
And his name was Geppetto.
Jump! No! Dude! We found it!
Freeze! Heather, goodbye. And his name was Geppetto.
With a J or a G?
Both.
A J.
Geppetto.
You are playing me right now. You are so toying me right now. No way.
You are a toy. Hey, we did it. Phew. We had to work to get back there, but oh my gosh.
Ah!
Phew. All right.
Oh, that was a fun one.
That was a fun one.
Heather, I could pretend to be high with you any day.
That's the best. It's almost better
I can
than
watch
being
that for
actually high.
days.
Yeah.
Quantal entanglement.
Quantal entanglement.
The T is silent. Quantal.
Yeah, quantal.
And the slight OA is just
Wow.
Well, we're gonna get quantally entangled in this next game, which is called emotional replay. We put a ask out into the chat here for a bunch of emotions we're looking for, because our performers in the scene, they're gonna do a scene together, and then we are going to make them reenact this scene through the lens of different emotions, running the gamut of human emotion.
And if I could also just interject here, because we always forget to do this at the beginning. We're going to be asking for suggestions at the start of games that maybe have
yeah.
multiple parts to it.
Mhm.
So like, for instance, we're asking for a bunch of emotions and also something that you want to do in the year. If you got one or the other, go ahead and throw that in. You don't necessarily have to give us both halves to type something.
That's right.
We go off of your suggestions, and we absolutely would like you to give us as much as we can.
Oh my gosh, look at all the people in the chat. Hi, Dave. Hi, Ben and Jessica Kent and SBF Designed. Oh,
And it's also a situation where if we don't necessarily use your suggestion for this game, we may go back up to it, or maybe we ask for a similar suggestion. So don't be afraid to spam it to us in the chat. We do know we're going on a little bit of a delay, so give it to us as quickly as you can. There is no such thing as a wrong answer.
holy cow. Jessica, that's a lot of books. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
Well, we
Yeah,
got
right.
some excellent suggestions going in here. Keep them. You can keep those emotions coming. But I think we got some good starting places for things we want to do in the new year. So why don't we get to the game? This is a game for. Do we have all four of y'all gonna play this game? That'd be lovely to have you.
Sure.
Sure, we got emotions. Let's do it.
And we've got there's so many emotions. We've felt them all in this past year. And I'm gonna subject you to them again. So we're gonna start this scene with you gave us some suggestions of something you want to do in the new year. And I think we're gonna start with there's some great stuff coming in here. Oh, let me see here.
Ooh, submit my comic to a publisher? SBF Design. That's cool.
I know who that is now.
Who is it? It's a secret.
I'm gonna guess that's our friend Sean.
Hi, Sean. Hello from both of the Haydens. Hi, Hayden.
Yes, hello. All right. Let's say we're gonna start our scene with hiking a forest. You're hiking a forest. And this is emotional replay. I'll give you just about a minute here to get your scene going, and then after the minute mark, we're gonna play it again with an emotion. Not that you don't have an emotion now, but you know what I'm saying. All right, it's a hiking the forest. Here we go.
So Janice and Diane are coming along, right?
Yeah, they're just putting on their hiking boots right now.
Okay, that makes sense. Man.
There's a spotted finch up in the tree.
What?
There's a spotted finch up in the tree.
Oh.
Have you never been bird watching with me?
No, man. Like I said, you kind of told me I brought up Audubon, and I kind of meant the German Road, and the bird watching society. So
right.
I'm a people pleaser, and I didn't really want to tell you otherwise.
Well,
somebody say people pleaser. I'm so sorry I'm late. I brought scones for us all for the hike.
That's good. We need the scones as we're out looking, for the birds. We're just hiking and looking for birds. It's going to be a good weekend.
Absolutely. They don't call me people pleaser Janice for nothing.
Oh, Janice. We're just so glad you're here, and you've got. Well, are those cinnamon scones? Oh, my favorite.
Are. As a matter of fact, I read that purple magical finches love cinnamon the best, and I really want to find a magical finch in this forest today.
I've never found one. Hey.
Oh my God. Hi guys. It's I'm so sorry I'm late. I found a magical finch laying around on the
around.
I nursed it back to health. Also, I came ahead of you. They don't call me people pleaser Nancy for. Oh my God.
Nancy.
Went ahead and built us a blind up ahead about 20 clicks.
Nancy, you don't look good.
I'm not, man. I spent all night building the blind for us. It's perfect tree. It fits about 8. Also has like Gore-Tex and all the, core stuff that you want up there. It's going to keep us really warm. And anyway, I brought the magical. I think you dropped it. I'm one on your way. Did you drop this one? You tagged it already.
I took a picture of it, but I didn't realize it. I might have taken its soul when I took its picture.
We tagged.
All right, pause.
It's
All
the
right.
normal
That's not
scene.
interesting. Sorry for making it weird.
But we've started on such a good normal level here. Let's make it weird.
What?
Let's try that scene again. And this time, let's see. Eric, you are horrified.
Of course.
Doug, you're skeptical.
Okay.
Heather, you're loving.
Stretch.
And Lindsey, you are befuddled.
Okay.
Apologies to my neighbors in advance.
Ooh.
All right, and begin.
Janice and Nancy were coming along, right?
Were they? I didn't really believe that they were coming along with us. I didn't think that was going to happen.
I thought they said that they were coming along.
Well, they said they were coming, but sometimes they usually don't show.
Well, do you what?
I really think. Well, there she is.
Janice.
Hi, it's me, Janice. I think I'm a people pleaser, but I'm not sure. Who am I? What is
We're
this all about?
we're not sure either, Janice. We're just.
There
I
are
just
so many
don't believe-
birds.
He's faking it.
If a bird falls in this forest, but none of us hear it, is it ever really there?
They're
What
gonna
if it's
fall.
a magical bird? I brought scones.
Now, what are those really scones? Those are scones, but are they good scones?
I don't know. I don't have a high self-esteem or sense of self-worth to know if these are good or bad. Maybe they'll be awful. I'm not. Forget the scones. Oh,
Let us
maybe
have the scones.
okay. Here, I picked a couple back up.
Okay.
They might not be good with the dirt on them. I don't know. They could be. They might not be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where is Nancy?
Nancy?
Who's
Yes, what-
Nancy?
Hi, you guys. Hi. I'm a better people pleaser, and I found your magical flinch that you just discarded. But don't worry.
The flinch. I thought it was a finch. Oh no.
What did I say? What did I say?
Flinch?
Yeah, I'm kind of flinching because I'm not really sure that this is real. I think you're trying to play us.
No, you guys, don't worry about it. I met a magical finch, and it flinched when I tried to pick it up several times. But I
A
understood
flinching finch?
a flinching finch. I think it
That
might
seems
have been
incredible.
I
but
heard when you find a finching flinch, you only have three days to live.
do you guys want to come to the blind I set up ahead of time for all of us?
We're gonna go blind.
No.
Did you
It's a blind. It's like a hunting blind, but we're just gonna
You're
watch
gonna hunt us.
magical abandoned flinches
Nancy,
while they flinch.
Nancy, I don't know if I should tell you this or not because I feel like it could cause some drama, but I also am going to tell you, you don't look good.
What do you? That is so sweet of you to say. Actually,
Is
I
it?
haven't slept in 48 hours, and I did build us an entire winter-proof blind, so it is understandable that I don't look my best right now. And I
She's
totally
gonna murder us in the blind.
That finch looks kind of like a dog.
that's his name is dog, but it is an actual magical finch that flinches when you try to pick it up.
That bird is ginormous.
It is big because magical finches are nobody. I mean, that's why it's magical finching flinches. I keep screwing that up, but you know what I mean, right? I trust that you guys all know what I mean. I do.
All right, pause. All right, we'll try this. Let's see this scene one last time, and we're gonna shake things up here. Heather, you are going to be forlorn. I'm gonna say that
Google's forlorn.
it's one less than 5, Lauren. Lindsey, you are going to be adventurous.
Ha! Okay.
Doug is going to be heartsick.
It's heartsick.
And Eric is going to be energetic.
Oh, good.
Because you were like a 2 in this
Yeah,
last
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
You really need.
All right, let's see who's hiking in the forest one last time.
Oh, hey, do you think Janice and Nancy are going to be here? Huh? Do you think Janice and Nancy are going to be here, and we are going to be happy?
No, we're not. How can we be happy?
Well,
There's no birds. There's no trees. There's just dead leaves and snow.
Why do we need birds? We don't need birds. We're good with birds.
I came here to be with.
That's why we're here, right?
I came here to be with birds.
I came here to be on the Audubon.
I used to love.
Did someone say birds and Audubon? It's me.
It's the people pleaser. Hi, Janice. What'd you bring?
Caffeine in the form of scones.
Nice. I need some more caffeine.
Take 5.
I used to love scones.
I might have something more illicit and heavier, but effective for you. Don't tell your doctor. So sad. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, I know. You gotta really perk it up, boy. Come on, buddy. You gotta be able
I'm
to
trying, but you know.
What if we go on a quest to find Nancy? I wonder where she is in this magical.
Yeah, I found Nancy. Nancy's right here. There's Nancy. Hey, Nancy, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Oh, come on. We can't have 2 downers in this. Let's go.
Well, it took forever to catch up to you guys. I found this almost dying bird. I think it's a magical finch or something.
This is better than the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, when the secret council of Elrond got together. Oh, what did you find with this bird, Nancy?
I think that thing, if it was in that movie, it was on the cutting room floor. I mean, it's kind of ugly and it's not that great looking, and it jerked around a lot when I tried to pick it up, and basically didn't want me to help it, but I did help it. Now it's alive again.
I know about that movie. I didn't sit through it all. It was 3 hours and I couldn't be there the whole time.
Oh, it was great. Let me tell you.
There were orcs and stuff. I was like, hey, what's going? Hey, buddy, come on, back up. Come on, off the shoulder.
I'm sorry. I missed the finch.
I brought it with me. It's in my pocket sleeping, but we could go. I came last night. I haven't slept forever. I built us a platform called a blind that we can sit in and watch the birds comfortably.
Janice has got scones if you want cones.
That's okay. I found some trails of it with the magical finch.
How did you teach a bird to sleep in your pocket?
Good question, because I'm not sure at this point if he's still sleeping or if he's dead.
Nancy.
Every good game ends with that phrase.
Okay, Schrodinger's bird in the pocket.
Yes. Blammo did that, didn't they?
Yes.
Am I hosting this next one? I think I am.
Yes,
Our host.
All right, here we go. You ready? All right, you guys, this next game is called New Choice. And so we're going to ask for new choice. This I don't, other than the suggestion from the audience, which was a place or
something you would have heard over the holidays.
Something you would have heard over the holidays. I told you guys I could do this.
Yes, you
Something
did.
you heard over the holidays. And then I just yell new choice throughout the scene, right? I don't have to do anything else.
That's right.
This
Yeah.
is so great. I'll have it
You
down.
hold all the power.
It's only chocolate chips dry my mouth. Oh, wait, maybe I'm not. Chocolate chips dry my mouth. That's a great one. Chocolate chips dry my mouth. It's only a sprain. Who put hot dogs in the Jello? I love this.
She's just gonna randomly read.
She's just gonna
Just
give
read
us
them all,
all.
Heather. Go for it.
I can't choose anything.
I think there's a clear through line through all those suggestions.
There is. We can go for it.
Who
All
put
over.
the hot dogs in Jello? That's a great. That's a question I want to know.
Yeah.
We could. This is a sub thread that's going to continue because I want to know who would put. Okay, this is with everybody, and I'm gonna dip out and or I'm gonna mute. There
Well,
you guys
that's
go. I set this up perfectly. There's no way
Which-
you can screw this
Which
up.
suggestion are we taking? All of them?
Who put the hot dogs in Jello?
Who put the hot dogs in Jello?
Who
Okay.
would put
All
hot
right.
dogs in Jello?
All right.
So we'll just wait for Heather to yell new choice at us whenever we want to come.
There you go.
Whenever she wants us to come up with a new suggestion.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I thought it was just the. Okay. There you go.
Look,
Now, this is something, isn't it?
yeah, it's a thing. I'm going to admit that.
Now, it's been a while since I've
Mhm.
been to a party, social
Mhm.
gathering with a whole spread.
Yeah.
I know there's the Watergate salad. You get the pineapple chunks and the marshmallows going on there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, I understand.
You get but I mean,
Okay, we got to.
admittedly, I'm an adult person, so
Look, she's starting to stare at us. All right.
hey there, Christine.
Christine.
Love the spread.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I just figured this has been such a crazy year.
Right.
We've all been quarantining and doing all the things that we're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
So why not celebrate the end of 2020 with all of our favorite foods jammed into one table?
Oh, yeah, I know it. I'm all vaccinated up and ready to go.
New choice.
Oh, I know it. I'm all draped head to toe in my hazmat suit.
New choice.
Oh, I know it. I'm all just ignoring the laws of science and better judgment.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
2021. Let's have fun.
Yeah. I mean, 2021, guns out, suns out. I'm covering
That's
myself
right.
with butter and running outside.
New choice.
I mean, I'm dripping and putting mayonnaise in my hair and letting it sizzle.
New choice.
Look, all I'm saying is if wearing a suit made out of bacon is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Amen. Amen, cousin Carl.
Spe-
to that.
Speaking of which, what do you call this dish here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. That's called a sausage party on water.
New choice.
Oh, that's easy. That's called a trip to Vienna in 20 minutes or less.
New choice.
Oh, that's easy. That's called the tickler surprise. The surprise comes a little bit later.
Now, as
Ooh.
a person who has developed his own tickler surprise, I'm gonna have to call you on trademark infringement. You gotta have a better name than that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know that you had already filed the trademarks for the tickler surprise.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Might I make a suggestion and we call it the Vienna Jiggler?
New choice.
Might I make a suggestion and we call it the Little Smokely Liggler?
New choice.
Might I make a suggestion that we call it the Vienna greeny thingy?
No, that's already been done. New choice.
Might I make a suggestion that we call it Phil?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Oh, and what a sweet thing to say. This dish can be in remembrance of our grandpa Phil, who completely ignored social distancing and public health guidelines and became patient zero for COVID here in Sonoma County.
That makes more sense than what I was thinking, because I was just saying it was going to fill me up. But that's okay. I like that we're paying tribute to Phil.
Well, that's what he would always say. You remember, Phil would say, "Oh, here comes Phil. I'll fill you up with love."
New choice.
Remember? That's what he would always say. He says, "Here comes Phil. Hide your car keys."
We would always say that because
Right.
he would just take your car and then park it down the street.
He
You
was
would go
not
to
a
leave.
good decision maker.
You would go to leave that night and you'd be like, "Where's my car?"
And then Phil would be in the corner like, "Oh, I took your keys." Crazy.
New choice.
And then Phil would be in the corner like giggling like a gremlin, stroking a cat that nobody owned. We didn't know where he got it. Phil.
Phil loved to
I'm gonna-
collect strays, man.
I'm gonna miss his chaotic energy.
I really do.
Well, speaking of chaotic energy, just to let you guys know, I went ahead and placed missing keys around the house and in the ditch. Well, not particularly in the ditch, but several places throughout the acreage to see if you could find your keys and go home.
I love our family key parties.
New choice.
I love hide and go key at the Johnson family manor.
New choice.
God bless us this Christmas, everyone.
That's why I named this game Diggin' Phil.
Dick and Phil.
No, dig in Phil, not Dick and Phil.
You hit
Dig
some in
and-
Phil?
What?
You hit some in Phil?
Can you spell this game? Because I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
I distinctly believe he has two G's in that name.
I
Yes.
thought there was a
D-I-G-G.
C and an N.
D-I-G-G. Oh, D-I-G-G in Phil. In Phil.
In apostrophe Phil. And now you are referring to, because we hadn't quite named this dish that yet. So did you hide a bunch of keys inside of our deceased uncle?
New choice.
So I want to make sure that I'm understanding that you hid a bunch of keys inside of things you think are named Phil.
New choice.
I want to make sure that you hid keys in a bunch of boxes that had stuff inside of them. So it was a key in a Phil.
Yes,
Okay,
that's exactly what I did.
good, because I don't think I could have gone back to the body and unearthed him.
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
You know,
we
he-
can't do that for a third time.
No,
Right. He was a loving man, and we loved digging him up.
well, he enjoyed digging.
New choice.
Well, he enjoyed living a second life.
New choice.
You know, he enjoyed heavy construction equipment, and so using that digger every time, I'm sure just brings a smile to his face.
He said he wanted to be buried underneath a caterpillar when it was his time to go.
Yeah.
Choice.
He said that he wanted to be buried under a caterpillar, but like a little animal critter caterpillar when it was his time to go.
New choice.
He said that he wanted us to burn his body in the fire of all of his enemies' houses and then scatter his ashes across all of the miles of this beautiful, bountiful country when it was his time to go.
That's why I brought fondue.
Yeah.
New
And then we
choice.
salted the ground so that nothing may grow there in its place.
New
Ah.
choice.
And then we stripped into the buff and danced in a circle, praying to our demon lord.
And that scene. That's
Oh, I
Awful
love
document.
all you weirdos. These
Oh,
things are
gosh.
so ridiculous.
not there. I'm so sorry. My second hosting game will be fabulous. I promise.
Oh, that was fabulous.
Wonderful. And all those suggestions were awesome.
They were. I still want to know who the hell puts hot dogs in Jello and then like the flavor of the Jello.
I know Joe Harris. I know who does it.
I want answers.
He's a good person.
Have you ever had aspic or heard of aspic? It's
Aspic is horrible, but yes.
it's like fish and jello.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's,
It
again,
was
it's,
popular in like the 50s.
and a long line of British cuisine. Like, so.
Excellent. All right.
I know
Wow.
it'll make your
I
teeth
nearly,
feel right.
Tracie and I broke there for a minute, and that was fun. So we're
The
going to play another game.
Dick and Phil run was just too much fun.
What are you talking about?
It was Dig and Phil, not Dig and Phil.
To answer Jess's question, no, we don't know where the rails were.
Right.
We went off of them and they are gone.
Right. We are going to play now a lovely game called Panel of Experts. We've assembled 4 of the greatest minds of all times, and they're going to first introduce themselves and tell us where they're from. I will start with our let's have our audience, the people here. We're going to go with the experts of toddler habits because 2 people wanted it.
Okay.
And why doesn't everybody give us names, just some names that that they would like to see our 4 people be? Let that just for the fun of it. Let's try to
They're
come
also
up with,
going to
give
need to
us some
ask us some
names.
questions too, Doug.
Yes, and questions too. But first, let's get
Questions
some
you
names.
have about toddler habits.
I'm going to name Tracie Roadkill Taxidermy. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Excellent.
Love it.
And as I'm killing
It was
time,
my
and waiting
parents'
for-
second choice.
There we go. Jessica's Jessica. How about Heather? Why don't you be Jessica's?
Jessica's.
Yes, Jessica's.
Just a bunch
And
of Jessicas. Like
Eric, why don't you be Noodles McGee?
Noodles McGee.
And Lindsay, why don't you be Horace Redonian?
It's rhododendron.
Rhododendron. Thank you.
I don't know.
Rhododendron, you got it.
All right.
Diamond.
So we will first start with Noodles. Please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Hello, yes, the name is Noodles McGee. I am an expert in toddler habits. And again, I am from the School of Hard Knocks, as they like to say.
Excellent. Well, welcome there, Noodles. And how about you, Roadkill? Please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, Roadkill.
Oh yes, good evening everyone. My name is Roadkill Taxidermy, and I've come here to tell you all about my expertise in the toddler habits. For I've been studying them all across this great world of ours.
Excellent. Well, thanks for being here, Roadkill. And
whatever.
Jessica, please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Hi, I'm Jessica's. Pardon me, let me try that again. I'm Dr. Jessica's from Brown University, Professor Emeritus.
Excellent. Well, we're glad you're here. And Horace, please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Hello, my name is Horace U. Rhododendron. I am coming to you live from my living room in Paris, France, where I have been studying une petite bébés for a very long time. And I'm excited to be here.
Well, Horace, we're glad you're here, but we'd like to see the bottom half of your face. So if you want to back away from your camera.
You want to see the bottom half of my
That's all I
face? You
got.
got
I
it.
say that's all I do see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay, never mind. Well, how about we ask some lovely questions about, what is it?
quite
Toddler
like a-
habits. Toddler habits.
Um,
Please I'll ask the easy question, the first question, while our audience continues to come up with more lovely questions. Toddlers, what kind of habits could they have at the toddler age? How about you, Noodles?
Well, I mean, you only need 2 days to develop a real true habit if you do something enough times. So really, toddlers can develop all sorts of habits. Which position they lay down when they lay down. What do they like to crawl to if they can crawl? Some of which can, toddlers toddle by name and thing alone. So, there's really a large spectrum you can go with.
Excellent. How about you, Horace?
Well, there are many habits that the toddlers have. I would say in our laboratories, the main habit we notice is that they are working on a very delightful ratatouille and escargot concoction, and they are also doing basic molecular biology and taking advantage of universal healthcare.
Excellent. And Jessica?
3-year-olds up to today, their basic lack of respect and understanding of the higher realm of academia. Specifically, they forget to remember my title, Dr. Jessica's. They butcher my name constantly, and when I try to get them into my little experimental groups to study them, they just basically run around and pee in the corner. And so
lots of bad habits.
Disrespectful.
Excellent. And how about you, Roadkill?
That's exactly right, you cretinous fools. Toddlers laugh at your very idea of habits. They throw at their faces, for they are tiny creatures made of chaotic energy. And the habits that you try to enforce on them, they will only fight back tenfold.
Mm-hmm.
Any limits you try to set upon them, they will shred apart with their tiny screams. And then, when you least expect it, they will say something adorable to you to melt your heart and make you forget every awful thing they ever said to you earlier that day.
I would like to concur with my colleague. That's exactly how they are, except for the cute part at the end. They don't say anything cute, and I record them while they're in my space, my lab. And they're all those things you said, but none of the cool stuff after that.
You've not experienced the dichotomy of the, oh, you are my favorite, I love you. And then 10 minutes later, you cannot talk ever again, ever, ever.
That is just what being French is like for us, so we are pretty used to that. It just is in a shorter form.
Excellent. Okay, we'll go to our first question that has come from us from Emily. Why does my child keep trying to lick the cat? Jessica's, can you answer this question? Jessica's, can you answer that question? Why does my child keep trying to lick the cat?
I think the child basically is trying to nurture the cat by licking it. It's a filthy habit. I discourage it when I see it done in my lab. Anything that they do with cute animals, petting, licking, washing, holding, is gross, unsanitary, and that I don't think live animals and children should happen until the child is at least 30 for that reason.
Excellent. And how about you, Noodles?
Well, I think really the actual question you need to be asking yourself is, it's multi-step, because the child is able to ape whatever the child is focused on. So it sees the cat bathing itself, and so it wants to assist the cat in its particular purpose. So you probably should be actually asking yourself this thing: why is your cat so dirty and lickable?
Good question. Very good question. How about you, Roadkill?
See, the question I think that you need to be considering, that you, the adult, with your fears, the boxes that we put ourselves in, we limit ourselves in because of what society thinks is right and wrong, whereas the toddler, unfettered by your societal limitations, has discovered you are too afraid to find out for yourself. What if the cat is delicious? We've never thought to try.
Brilliant. I love it. And how about you, Horace?
Well, I would like to add that is exactly why in France we all lick our cats, because they taste like butter.
Perfect. All right, we'll jump to our next question. By FPF Design, how can I teach the metric system?
Oh, can I take this, please?
Yes,
Can I
Horace,
take this?
please.
You go anywhere else other than the United States.
Perfect. And how about you, Dr. Jessica, since that seemed to have tickled your fancy?
I'm trying to get the kids on as many computer apps as possible. Just get the conversion calculator. They don't need to learn math or STEM or anything like that. This little baby does it all. Give
Excellent.
me a lot of time trying to teach them crap.
Roadkill.
Yes, again, I concur. This is again the limitation of the adult mind, specifically the American adult, who refuses to learn, to change, to better themselves in any way, whereas the chaotic toddler mind is like a putty, moldable, constantly changing, in viscous form. Metric, why stop at metric? Why, you could teach the toddler anything, and it won't matter. They still will refuse to eat the hot dogs you spent so much time making for them because they said they wanted hot dogs, and then when you put hot dogs in front of them, they say, I don't want to eat, I want to do something else.
Excellent. And Noodles, how about you?
If they want to measure something by the foot, they have to use a severed one.
Wow. All right. We'll jump to our next question. How much is too much mac and cheese? We'll start with Noodles.
Well, I find that a little insulting, frankly. I knew the Cheeses. They're good people. Both Desiree and Ronald. His nickname was Mac. So Mac cheese, I feel a little, unsettled that people are feeling like you can have too much of them. That being said, they're good in small doses.
Okay. And how about you,
They're good for a
Roadkill?
holiday weekend, but after that, after a week, you're like, go home. You got places to be.
There you go. They can sometimes stay too long.
Yes.
Yes. How about you, Roadkill? How much is too much mac and cheese?
You can never, it's an impossibility. You can never have too much mac and cheese, for it is the culinary limits of the mac and cheese are unfettered. It's so malleable with all of your dinner needs. You see, for the toddler who cannot make any decision, refuses to, or will not hold to any decision they've made, the mac and cheese, it is the equalizer. Everyone loves a mac and cheese. You can put whatever leftovers you had that they refused to eat at lunch into it at dinner, and it's like a new meal. Cut up the hot dogs into the mac and cheese. Voila. Put some peas in there. Oh, it's practically a casserole now. You're a regular Emeril Lagasse.
Ooh.
Sounds wonderful. Horace, how about you? How much is too much mac and cheese?
Well, because we teach the metric system over here, it is 2,414 grams.
Oh, right specific number. Excellent. And Dr. Jessica's.
This is a more complicated answer, but I've divided it into both the chains and the homemade version. If you're making your homemade craft or generic version of 16 ounces, KFC approximately 2 ounces, it's crap. Chick-fil-A 8 ounces, but it's super good, and Panera 4 ounces.
Oh, perfect. Even more specific. I love it. And let's end with one final piece of advice that you all can give us about toddlers and how to deal with our toddler and their habits. So we'll end with we'll start here with Horace. Please tell us any piece of advice you can give us about toddler habits.
Well, as we do over here, we just put them out with an au pair until they are of adulting age, and then we say, hey, it's your world.
I applaud that.
All right, Dr. Jessica's, how about you? Would you agree?
I want to change my answer to hers. That's so much better. I mean, these people, they suck. They're terrible drinking partners. You have to wait years before it's legal to do it. They'll never have any smokes on them. Just stick them with an au pair. I agree.
Perfect. And Roadkill, how about you?
The best advice that I can give to you, you must learn to wall yourself off emotionally, because if you show any emotional vulnerabilities, the toddler will laser in with focus, unlike anything you've ever seen before, and they will eviscerate you. They will obliterate your heart. So it's best to just stop feeling until about the age of 5.
Perfect. And Noodles, how about you to end tonight?
Well, I believe you're talking to me. My connection's not too strong out here, so it's kind of going in and out. But basically, you have to remember that toddlers and babies have fairly soft heads. So if you're going to teach them how to headbutt, you should probably start them off with a helmet.
Perfect. Let's give our esteemed experts here a big round of applause. Thank you. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Tracie, that almost seemed like it was too real.
Oh, certainly I have not been spending the last 48 hours with a 2-year-old.
It
Have
felt
you had
real.
hot dogs in the last 24 hours? There was a lot of hot dog humor in this set so far.
It's all she wants.
Excellent. Eric, it is we're turning it to you if you're still there.
So I've already kind of put out the suggestion out into the ether. So please, nobody look at your chats for the moment. You go away. So who is going to be guessing in this one? I believe Lindsey, Tracie, Doug?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Okay. So we are slowly going to be sending them all to the waiting room. So bye-bye, Doug, and grabbing Tracie when I can.
I'm still here.
Forgive me, I have to adjust something here.
I'm still here.
You're still here, Tracie. So you go away. So now it's just me and Heather. We're going to talk ill about them for a little while.
Okay.
But the way that this is working is basically during Christmas, of course, you're spending a lot of time shopping. And let's say you might not get a gift that you like from somebody. So you want to be nice for that other person and you realize you bought something that's in the wrong size or the wrong color, or maybe this person already has something. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Tracie, Doug, and I almost said Heather, Tracie, Doug, and Lindsey all be returning objects that they don't know what they are. And it's going to be my job as the host and the person working at the store with some possible assistance from Heather if she wants to hop in and help. As far as that goes, they are going to try to get things. They're going to try to guess what they are returning as they are returning it. So I've already gotten a lot of great suggestions here, and I may mix some things up so then that way, even if they are looking at the chat, which they shouldn't be, they'll still not maybe know what it is. So I definitely... Oh, some of you are mean people. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, I'm trying to grab some from some new people because I'm seeing things. I want to go ahead and I'm going to say that I'm going to take toilet. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to be weird and take one full suggestion. And I'm going to say for Doug is returning toilet paper that happens to be made out of cactus, which is absolutely a thing that I would return if I were to receive that. So thank you, Kate, for that full suggestion. I'm actually going to combine both of Joe Harris's suggestions for Tracie, and I'm going to say that Tracie is returning a harmonica that is satanic.
It's a great song though.
Yeah, blessed by Satan or what have you.
Right.
I figured that was the either way to go than Socks endorsed by Michael Jackson. And
Probably has a patent on him.
Actually, and for Lindsey, because she doesn't have to do this a bunch, Lindsey is going to have to give us a tiramisu. This is just as difficult for me as it's going to be for her. That is going to be made out of empty beer bottles.
Oh, you're combining the tree out of empty. Ah, I see what you did.
So it is.
Nice.
So just to remind everybody, and Heather, you are going to be a helpful audience member for us for this. Just to remind everybody, so Doug is getting toilet paper made out of cactus. Tracie is going to be getting a harmonica that is satanic. I will also say blessed by Satan if she gets that far. And then Lindsey is returning a tiramisu made out of empty beer bottles. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring them all back in. Now, what Heather's going to be doing on top of possibly giving me hints is she's going to be like giving them polite golf claps or louder golf claps to kind of let them know that they're getting close. And then when we get it right, when they get it right, we're going to give them a woo, and then we're going to move on, basically move them out of the scene and then bring on the next person. So we have all three of them. They're all going to show up at once, hopefully, and we will then get them all to come on back. So at the count of three, we're going to get them all to come back. So 1, 2, 3, come on back, everybody.
Yay!
So we have objects for all of you. Some of them are combinations and mean ones. So whoever would like to start between you three, you all can come on in. All right, hey, what's going on?
All right, sorry to bother you here. I just I got a problem. I just this little guy here.
Oh, okay. Well, I see you went with the dual intake model. That's nice.
Yeah, I figure treat yourself.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, some folks think that's the more difficult model to use. I don't think so myself. So what's wrong with it?
Oh, well, I brought it home to show the family, the new little holiday treat I got for myself. And boy, it just didn't perform like I was expecting it to.
Well, I mean, a poor craftsman blames its tool. You gotta
I
warm
didn't
up.
make this. I bought it from you.
Okay, well, it's kind of harsh. I understand. It's definitely a thing. Most folks maybe use a jaw harp or something like that. They don't necessarily just start off with this one immediately. But I want to make sure that you're understanding. I could get you a new one. I can get you a bigger one. I can get you a better one, a more expensive one. If you don't got it in you, it's not going to do it for you.
Oh, so you're telling me that my dissatisfaction in your product is my fault?
No, what I'm saying is I don't know if I can satisfy you if you can't, if you can't cut it.
Look, I bought this because I wanted to impress people. All right. It's a new year, and I want to show off a new me. So I bought this thinking, well, what kind of big hot shot I'm gonna look like here when I come busting out the door, not just a person but an artist. And then you saw me this sad excuse, and I'm somehow lacking in character for it.
Well, I mean, it's a thing. You got to get it in you, and you got to be able to blow. I do see you went,
Oh, it blows all right.
Okay, all right. I understand. It's a thing. Most folks sometimes they get that, box train thing, and they think that's good enough. But it doesn't work that way. Right? And I see you got the neck thing. Everybody wants to feel like they're Tom Petty when they buy the first one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the rolls here.
No.
The waddle, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna insult my body now? And after
No,
you
I'm
insult
not
my artistic integrity as a musician?
Okay, yeah. No, I get it. I get you want to be a musician.
Mm-hmm.
And this normally is people feel is a deceptive,
Yeah.
low entry level.
I want to be the next John Popper. What can I say?
Exactly. You want to be
Yeah.
John Popper walking around with a bandolier. I totally
That's right. I'm gonna be the a regular Chewbacca of harmonicas, a Chewmonica.
That's right. You want to be
Harbaca.
Yeah. You want to be that harmonica guy. I totally get it. See? It works. But I just want to be able to understand.
Oh, so you just tried it just now, and it sounded like an angel was singing.
Oh, you guys!
Oh.
My ears are bleeding. Who blew that thing?
Oh, that's right.
Down the street, I hear this crazy sound. My ears are bleeding.
Yeah, funny thing you said angels. I totally forgot about this particular model. They kind of outlawed them as far as that goes. I just want to make sure, did you pick that particular item out because you thought it would give you an edge?
Yeah, of course. Of course that would give me an edge. I'm only human. Like every advantage I can get.
I get it.
I mean, an illegal product.
This is a very popular model down in Georgia. So I totally understand that. Normally, though, their fiddles, like right after the fiddles, it's definitely this thing.
All right, I thought something was a little weird.
Yeah.
With this harmonica, when I blew through it, it had like a sulfuric smell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, brimstone's on the box, but yeah.
I thought that was just the guy's name, like
No.
Johnny Brimstone's, super good harmonica.
No.
All rights reserved. Did you sell me a demonic harmonica?
Yeah,
a demonica?
The big one. Yeah.
Oh,
it was a satanic harmonica, but yeah.
Oh, not just a demon, but like the demon, capital T, capital D. You got me a Beelzebub harmonica. You know what? In that case, I'm gonna keep it. Merry Christmas. Also, I think something's wrong with the store owner.
Have yourself a pleasant day.
I will. I'm gonna have a very pleasant day.
All right. Well, there's a Gabriel.
Hey, hi.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, I need to return. I'm sorry. I need to return this. It's it didn't fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm worried as to why we're wearing this. This is one of our more art pieces.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like it's a proverbial fit. Like me on the inside, it wasn't a good fit for me. I'm more of like postmodernistic, photorealistic, abstract, and this is. Well, I mean, look at it, you know?
But that makes perfect sense for this purchase. I totally understand. I mean, you are what you eat. And
I'm a vegan.
Well, which explains because there was definitely no meat involved in any of this process.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that was going to just give me even more guilt and another reason to return it for your form.
Yeah, well, no, it's definitely a piece. And like, I hate to leave you stranded or desert you. I just want to make sure that you understand. There's a lot of layers to this, okay, of the things that we're trying to figure out here.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I'm getting something that will help you to replace it, because it makes no sense if this doesn't work.
Hey, you. Hey, listen, you give me in my store a bad rap. Quit sending people, you confuse them, all right?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Panculo, this is crap.
I'm sorry,
A
Giuseppe.
very simple place with dessert and coffee.
Yes,
And you massacre it. Quit it. You're ruining my store.
I will.
Confuse
Okay,
my customers.
look, you're not buying anything in here. Okay. She
Wow,
pops in.
that was a very angry lady who was really passionate about food.
Yeah, she's just ripping things apart all the time.
Oh gosh, that's awful. It's just like if life was like a lasagna or a tiramisu or some other layered thing.
And that's perfect. That's exactly what this is. This is an explanation.
I mean, that's why the words came out of my mouth. I see what I say. I see tiramisu, and I'm like, life is like tiramisu.
But what's fascinating is that you picked this particular kind of tiramisu.
Well, I mean, there are so many different kinds of tiramisu. You know,
I understand.
This one, it reminded me of my grandfather.
Well, yeah, no, your grandfather.
Hey, I'm sorry. Are you still?
No
donations. No donations.
No donations. Out.
They're all empty, man.
I understand, but out.
My grandfather was a homeless man who collected cans throughout his youth and then rose to be a Wall Street stockbroker.
Yeah,
Not that you need to know his background, but
and I understand all of that. That's great. Just making sure, this is all fine and it rings a bell.
Oh, good.
You're crystal, all right? You are crystal clear on all of this, okay?
Well, that's good, because on my Instagram, I've been taking some pictures with like some rose quartz and some amethyst to help me come up with my decisions of this rock candy tiramisu.
And I'm very glad in this instance you went with the domestic and not the imported.
This champagne tiramisu was just like not for me. That's why I didn't get that one. I got this one instead, silly goose. You were living the high life. Was it a
stopping? I'm sorry. I'm stopping. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I just wanted to stop by your crappy story to tell you you were flipping ruined my gender reveal party, okay? What kind of sex is an IPA? I said, we still don't know. My husband torched the sonograms. The only way was to know was your stupid cake. And now we're just my husband. Oh, you piece of.
You have a lot of angry people that come in and out of your business.
Yeah, it's a thing. You come and you work the return counter. You just have people that yell at you, and they're not even buying things. I totally understand that.
You have the patience of a saint. Is it because?
Well, thank you. You're being a real bud.
So this tiramisu. Just to be clear, it is tiramisu.
It is tiramisu.
Okay, I'm glad we're on that page. That is the same.
You are crystal clear on this particular tiramisu. And
is it because it's a alcoholic beverage of some sort?
It's more of it at one time it did. Before it got repurposed.
Oh, well, okay.
Again, being absolutely clear, I cannot state that, that it is definitely, I cannot state that this used to hold particular alcohol.
Is it a tiramisu in a champagne bottle?
Is this thing on?
Okay.
Oh, I know you. You're Horace Rhododendron.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm Horace. I don't have a rhododendron because guess what? My bowel obstruction surgery went crap thanks to you.
Okay.
You know how much tin they had to take out of my ear? You piece of crap.
Ma'am? Okay. So yeah, you know,
Is it a tiramisu in a can?
not a can and not a champagne bottle.
A regular bottle?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Oh
There-
my gosh, what fun we have. What are
Yeah,
you doing after
it
this?
was a
Let's go hang
tiramisu
out.
out of an empty beer bottle.
I'm gonna go drink a lot now. Okay, thanks for the return.
Yeah, you go do that. Thank you. Oh, we got one more.
Hey, I wanted to return this giant box. Here you go.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
I honestly can't. I can't accept this for multiple reasons. Number one, you made a big fuss when you bought it.
Well, because I really wanted it.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody wanted it at the time, and you almost fought me because I put a limit on how many you could buy.
Right. You only let me get one thing of toilet paper when I wanted 5,000 because I poop a lot during pandemics.
Yeah, and again, I also wanted you to try this out first before you bought a bunch of it, okay? Because it's toilet paper made out of probably what I would consider the most unorthodox material possible.
Well, well, you know, you want me to try it first? You wanted me to try out the toilet paper.
Sir,
You wanted me to rip open one of these?
No, sir. I don't want you to rip open one of these. I don't want to put your hand in there. Look, my manager, Barb, she has told me we absolutely cannot let people try this in store.
Barb?
Okay.
You know, I would probably prefer to talk to Barb, but you know, I understand what you're trying to say. This did hurt a little bit, this toilet paper,
Yes.
the first time I used it, and I probably should have tested it in the store, but you know, yeah,
I mean, I hate to be a prick about it, sir. I really do.
I'm with you. I'm following the path. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of a prick you are. That's really
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
trying
we
to
can
figure
stop
out now.
needling things. All right. You know, it's
Hey, you know, are we talking like a cat needle of their tongue, or are we talking like a rose needle, or are we talking full on cactus needle?
you're talking.
Oh yeah, you got it.
The third one, sir.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. So again, we have a very limited amount. No more toilet paper made out of cactus.
Oh, see, I would have wiped with anything,
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
especially during this pandemic.
Wow,
Wow, those were cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna move down to our final game.
Yes,
now that I
satisfaction.
turned the chat back on and can see who suggested those sneaky suggestions.
Oh, well, let me turn those on.
Eric
Well-
mixed 2 suggestions to come up with tiramisu made out of empty beer bottles.
Oh my
I
god.
mixed
That
all
was
of my
Eric's.
suggestions with one exception, which was Doug's.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
I was
Thank
trying to
you for
look through
that.
the chat to see if I could help out other people in their guesses, and I'm like, I don't know. These are all over the place.
I just want to say I'm a little disappointed we didn't get Kenny G's greatest hits on cassette tape.
I thought
That's a
about
good
it.
That's a great suggestion, but I'm also selfishly very glad that we did not do Kenny G's greatest hits on cassette tape.
Can any of us name any of Kenny G's greatest hits?
I was going to say,
That's just the one.
is there a greatest hits tape?
It's all instrumental.
He stopped exhaling his note since 1986. He's just kept one continuous long note.
Oh, that's fair. And then I
Right.
noticed that, you know, everybody's making fun of me about tiramisu at the Alamo.
She got it quicker than you did, Doug.
Yes, she did.
Did?
She did, because, you know, we closed down the Alamo because I was still waiting. And, you know, also Jurassic Park was another nightmare that I played. But anyway, that's another story. So
I love it. I love it.
So we are hopping to our last game of the evening. First off, thank you guys so much for being around
Yes.
and checking us out again. We are going to get into more of a streaming habit and ritual. It won't be necessarily always the co-founders. I do know Roll the Dice is next week, which does have folks like Tracie, folks like Jess, who's in the chat. They always have a great show. I think Ben might still be in the chat as well. So we're going to try to always have a weekly stream sometime. So definitely pay attention to Facebook. We'll post events on that, and YouTube, which is where you're currently at right now. Not to sound like every other YouTube channel, but please click subscribe and the notification bell on you. That way you will always be made aware of when we stream and when we have shows. If you want to show this to somebody, we usually almost always have the replays up. And I promise I will make an effort into getting clips of smaller things, so you don't have always an hour to a 2-hour show that you're putting up. You can show some friend a game or something like that. And as always, our links are everywhere on social media. Usually it is Big Canvas NE. We're also at bigcanvascomedy.com. That is where all of our information is. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into 185.
Yes.
Bud.
Yes, we will. And just a reminder, Roll the Dice is next Friday, the 8th, January 8th at 8 p.m. right here on YouTube or the Big Canvas YouTube channel. So check it out next Friday. Excellent. All right, 185. So they've already started giving us suggestions. This is the standard joke format. 185 blanks, walk into a bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry. We
Oh
don't
my
serve
God,
blanks.
there's so many.
There are so many. You give us the blanks, we'll give you the punchlines. Remember, set your bars low because Heather's telling the jokes, so they could be weird.
You mean two-time comedian?
Says the pot to the kettle.
Yeah,
Exactly. So we will start off with Jessica's suggestion of polka dots. 185 polka dots walk into a bar.
Okay, I got one. 185 polka dots walk into a bar. They stay there for quite a long time. I mean, they are getting like hammered. By the end of the night, the bartender's like, you polka dots, you have to leave. And they're like, oh, come on. We're not seeing that many spots.
185 polka dots walk into the bar and the bartender says, where's your tuba player?
185 polka dots walk into a bar, and after staring at them for long enough, you would swear you could still see them there even after they leave.
185 polka dots walk into a bar, and they walk up to the bartender, and the bartender says, hey, weren't you here last week? Yeah. You didn't pay last week. I know. You spot me.
185 polka dots walk into a bar and they order a bottle of champagne. And when they drink it, they're like, oh, look, it's like us.
185 polka dots walk into Al's bar and the bartender says, sorry, hey guys, I can't serve you. And the polka dots go, well, that's weird, Al.
Mm-hmm.
Really hung up on those polka jokes.
I am.
Go, Tracie. Oh, okay, I'll go. 180. This is a stupid joke, but I'm so excited for it.
Do it.
185 polka dots walk into the bar. Bartender says, hey, we don't serve you polka dots. Get out of here. And they said, excuse me, we're not 185 polka dots. We are 61.6 ellipses. Thank you very much.
Math jokes.
Nice. All right, Eric, you going to do another one? Okay, go ahead.
This will be just as dumb. 185 polka dots walk into a bar, order a drink, and kind of stand in the corner. And the bartender goes, huh, that's funny. And the dots go, funny? How are we funny? Do we look like a clown to you? Do we amuse you?
185 polka dots walk into a bar, and the bartender says, oh gosh, what is this, a Minnie Mouse convention?
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, we got to move on from polka dots. Wow, that's the most I think I've ever heard. Let's do 185 cars walk into a bar. 185 cars.
185 cars walk into the bar. It was in a park.
185 cars walk into a bar. And I think the third one was the best of the three.
185 cars walk into a bar. They go, hey, where's the Joe Biden speech? He did all his Ivan. I tried.
185 cars cruise into a bar, and Jay Leno's like, oh, it's my garage. Chin.
185 cars walk into the bar, and the bar just, we can't serve you because last time you couldn't afford it.
185 cars walk into a bar, and the bartender, who's been having a real slow night, says to them, I think you're just what I needed.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
I don't think there's any topping that.
180, I'm going to try. 185 cars walk into the bar, and the bartender says, oh, last time you were here, you got a little too drunk, so who's going to drive you home tonight? Thank you, Tracie.
You're welcome.
Yeah, let's get a new one, Doug.
All right, I'll get a new one. Let's pick one of David's. Let's do 185 electricians walk into a bar.
Uh, 185 electricians walk into a bar, but it wasn't a union shop, so they left.
185 electricians walked into a bar, and they all ordered a shock top.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
The 185 electricians walk into the bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we can't serve you. And the electricians say, what? What? No. Okay, I'll go.
What?
Oh,
What?
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 W-A-T-T,
What?
what?
Like Christopher Walken. What?
What?
What? I held 10 watts on my. This is a family show. Never mind.
185 electricians walk into a bar, and the bartender says, hey, I've seen you, all around this block. And they're like, yeah, no, we just came in to finish the circuit.
You got another one?
I mean, this one, 185 bartenders walk into a bar. They walk to the 185 electricians walk into a bar. The bartender says, so what do you have? And they just said, I don't care. I just want something to wet my whistle. And so the bartender pours them something, and immediately they grab the glass.
All right, let's do 185 candles. 185 candles walk into a bar while we resuscitate Eric.
This is a dirty one. 185 candles walk into a bar. Like, we had a tough night. We just got blue.
Good one, Heather. Good one. 185 candles walk into a bar. They order some shots of Jaeger, and they down them really quick, and then they go, "Ooh, that burns."
185 candles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, man, y'all really got lit last night.
Nice.
100 this is so stupid. 185 candles walk into a Keanu Reeves themed bar.
What?
And they say, what do you have? And they say, something for John Wick.
185 candles walk into a bar in Georgia, and then they're suddenly told by the bartender, "We don't serve candles like you." And they say, "Why?" And the bartender says, "Because you're nothing but a Yankee."
Oh,
185 candles walk into a bar in Boston, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve you." And the and the candles say, "We're just here for some wicked ale." Wicked ale. Thank you, Eric.
185 candles walk into a bar. Bartender asks what they would like to order, and they say Maker's Mark because we like the wax on top.
Nice. Okay, we're going to go down a 2020, since we're in 2021, a 2020 line. So how about murder hornets, 185 murder hornets?
Okay, 185. I don't know I'm gonna ruin this. 185 murder hornets walk into a bar and they all order stingers. Stingers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vodka stingers, yes.
185 murder hornets walk into a bar. They get buzzed. They leave for a while. The bartender's like, "Oh, thank God they're gone. I think we escaped it." And then no, they come back like a couple hours later for another buzz. It happened. 2020.
Yeah. That was kind of the joke I was going to do.
Okay, 185 murder hornets walk into a bar on ladies' night, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve you." And they're like, "Oh, come on, we're just looking for a few honeys."
Ooh, love it.
185 murder hornets walk into a bar and they interrupt. Alleged murder hornets.
Okay, our new suggestion, Tiger Kings, 185 Tiger Kings walk into a bar.
185 Tiger Kings walk into a bar, and it is the most glitter-fied, trashy, dangerous bar south of the Oklahoma border.
185 Tiger Kings walk into a bar, and I care about them as much as I did about the show.
185 murder key.
Alleged
Tiger Kings walking. I stepped on the joke, and still one Carol Baskin still lives.
185 Tiger Kings walk into a bar on ladies' night, and they say, "We're just looking for our Tiger Queens."
185 Tiger Kings walk into a bar and they say, "See, Simba, everything the light touches will one day be yours." Is that the thing? Is that what we're?
Yeah,
Is that what?
that'll
Yeah.
work. That'll
Yeah,
work.
so much
All
fun.
right.
Wonderful. How about 185 Dr. Fauci's walk
Oh,
into?
yeah.
I knew Lindsay would love this one.
Lindsay,
185 Dr. Anthony Fauci's walk into the bar, and it is the cleanest bar. There is no COVID, no community spread. Vaccinations happen well, and if only all the bartenders listen to him. Okay.
Hey, 185 Fauci's walking to a bar. But I just want to order water. Water. You thought COVID was bad. Wait till I bring prohibition back. Do you know how bad it is on your liver? It sucks. It's terrible on your liver. He's no fun at a bar.
Okay, this might be a little niche, but we'll see. 185 Dr. Anthony Fauci's walk into a bar right after a Washington Nationals game. Bartender says, "Well, what do you have?" They order a pitcher of beer, and then the bartender's like, "You're gonna need quite a few pitchers, buddy, because you're not one."
Ah.
He bought the first pitch. Dr. Anthony Fauci fact.
Derek with random masks on. Are we done with Fauci?
My son just told me one, but it's dirty, and it's not even a joke that applies to this place. He's as good at this game as I am.
I think we should move on.
Okay, we're
We're
moving on
waiting for a
from
third mask, Eric.
Yeah, well, that's what I was. Come on. All
That's
right.
my joke. You didn't care about it when I wore the first two.
Oh, all right. We'll end with that. Should do it for that. Well, since Lindsay's moving to California, how about 185 Californians? 185 Californians.
Oh,
I got one. 185 Californians walk into a bar. Bartender says, "How did you get here?" And they say, "Well, we took the 305 down to the 44, exited off the 503, and then got here. We'd like a Bud Light."
oh, this is bad.
Oh, double mask.
185 Californians walk into a bar. I forgot the name of the drink. Oh, I'm out. I can't remember the drink.
Did they order a Long Beach Island iced tea?
No, the one with the. It's a terrible joke because it's about wildfires. This guy's.
I'd like a mudslide. I'm writing your jokes for you.
Cinnamon that you light on fire. Fire prairie. Prairie.
Ozzy?
Damn it. Prairie fire. Oh.
A prairie fire.
Do you have one, Eric?
No, I'm just laughing at Heather.
Shouldn't be
Oh, I had one and then I lost it.
Oh no.
Shoot. It'll come to me. I remember. Okay. 185 Californians walk into a bar. They get terminated because they are just so wasted. And so, by the way, I should mention this is a bar that like was in its prime before Governor Gavin Newsom was governor. Anyways, for that context, point being, they get blasted, they get wasted, they get terminated, and then they get kicked out of the bar. And now we're at the time where Governor Gavin Newsom is the governor of California, and the bouncer kicks them out. Surprise twist, it's the governor, and he's like, "Get to your cars, get out of the bar now." Thanks for going on that journey with me.
If that joke wasn't about Arnold Schwarzenegger, I was gonna throw a fit.
All right. How about we end with 185 cows? Cows. Yes, we're ending with cows.
Love it.
185 cows walk into a bar. They're just looking to get a little rib.
185 cows walk into a bar. And I should say that these are lady cows, they're heifers. So they walk into a bar and it's not very busy there. And so their reaction is like, "Bartender, where's the beef?"
185 cows walk into a bar, all over black and tans. Yeah. Colin? Okay.
That's a good one.
185 cows walk into a bar and they get utterly wasted.
Ah!
Thank you, Doug.
185 cows walk into a bar, and this is a bar in California, and an inspector comes in and walks up to the bartender and goes, "You seem like really stressed." And the bartender goes, "Of course I am. The stakes are high."
Oh my God, love it.
185 cows walk into the bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, last time you guys were here, you were mad, you were Angus. It was utterly never mind."
185 cows walk into a bar, and they just order the tag me's. The brandos.
185 British cows walk into a bar. Perhaps it's next to the sandwich shop from our Queen of England from earlier. And the bartender says, "What will you have?" And they say, "Sir, loin. Give me a ale."
185 cows walk into a bar, and they notice that there's this delightful bugle that's on there that was extended and stretched out. And the bartender goes, "Well, I mean, sure, if you want to blow on that, you can, but that's our longhorn."
185 cows walk into a bar. And the bartender goes, "What can I get you?" They're like, "Well, listen, our order is going to be pretty easy, but we have about 5,000 Hare Krishnas standing outside waiting for us. And it's going to be an all-nighter."
After that all-nighter, those 185 cows were super hungover. They had to go to an urgent care because they were so bad. They were in such bad shape. And the doctor said, "Well, what hurts the worst, 185 cows?" And they said, "Oh, my rib and my eye."
185 cows walk into a Russian bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we can't serve you." And the cows say, "Come on, we're just here for a Moscow mule."
Nice.
That face, Tracie.
185 cows walk into a bar, spend the whole night drinking. By the end of the night, bartender has to ask them, "All right, been hit pretty hard. You think you're okay to drive?" Cows like, "Yeah, I'm perfectly Kobe. I'm okay. I mean, I'm Kobe to drive. I'm okay. I'm beefy."
And on that note, let's call it a night.
Yay!
Perfectly Kobe to go. We're perfectly Kobe to call it a night.
Kobe dokie.
Well, it was so wonderful to have Lindsey and Heather doing the show with us. We hope we can do this again.
Soon, yeah.
I love
This
you
was a lot
guys,
of fun.
and I want to be with each and every one of you right now, and everybody watching. Please come over.
Exactly.
'Cause
I'm tired of looking at us through Zoom.
Yes. One more kisses. This is a big hug for everybody out there. I love all of you.
Hugs.
Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you again soon right here on this same bat time, or at least the same bat channel.
Happy
Bye.
New Year, everyone. Bye.
Hey, thank you.